Hi, thank you for joining me today. In today's software development landscape, efficiency, productivity, and automation are crucial. CLI tools powered by Node or Bash have become essential for developers, allowing them to streamline workflows and boost efficiency. Before we get into it, let me introduce myself. I'm Donald, a self-taught software developer and maintainer of the Formidable framework. Throughout my career, I've experienced the transformative power of CLI tools in software development. Today, I'm thrilled to share my experiences as we explore the world of building custom CLIs. So let's look at some of the reasons why you'd actually want to build your own custom CLI. Having a CLI makes you efficient. You can easily automate tasks, you can streamline repetitive tasks. It also improves your productivity. And what are some of the tools that we can use? Well, there's the Create Formidable CLI, Open CLI Framework, Commander, Glue Gun, and of course, you can use Node.js without any framework or Bash if you want to. So let's get into it. To create a new CLI, we'll go ahead and use the Create Formidable CLI tool. This will scaffold our new CLI. It'll include all the files we may need. And once it's done scaffolding, we can cd into our project, install our dependencies. And when it's done installing our dependencies, we can run the example command. Cool. And that's the basic hello world example. Let's take a look at the code. Alrighty. Cool. So on the right, you have all the files and folders that was scaffolded by the Create Formidable CLI tool. And if we look at the CLI.json file, we'll notice that there's a name and version. This information is used by our CLI. For example, if we run our CLI, we'll see Sailsconf here and the version. So if we change this to something else and we run it, it will also change here. All right. Cool. So another thing we notice here is we have a section called available commands. These are the commands that are available to the CLI, and we can find those commands under the source/commands directory. By default, we have a hello world command, which extends the command class from Formidable.js console. This file has signature, description, props, and handle. The signature is basically how we call our command. The description is the description of the command. Props is how we interact with the arguments and options. Handle is how this command gets executed. So let's run this again, but let's run it with the help flag. Now, as you can see, we have a help screen of how to use this hello command. We have a description, the usage, arguments, and options. And as you can see, arguments here, the description is your name. So if we change this to something else and we run this again, it'll change here. Awesome. All right, so let's run this again. But this time, let's pass in my name. And as you can see, hello, Donald. And that's because we are grabbing the argument, which is name, and we are outputting it back to the user in the console. All right. So what if we made this name required, right? And maybe we actually don't pass it. Well, it will throw an error saying not enough arguments. We are missing our name. So let's add our name, and now it works. But let's make it nullable again. And maybe what we should do is ask the user to give us the name. To do that, we can use inquire. I'll do that here. Const response equals to inquire. Prompt, type input, name. What is your name? And we can close that. Let's go ahead and import inquire. Oh, but we probably want to check if the name is present or not. So to do that, we can say this dot argument names null. Then we will ask for the name. And we probably want to await this. Then actually just say const name let name equals to this dot argument, and then we can change this, and then we'll do that and bring it here. So let's run it. That works, but if we don't give it a name, it will ask us for the name, and that still works. Cool. So let's create a new command. To do that, we will use the CFC CLI, and we will give it a name, call this add, and we'll give it a signature called topic add, and we can run it. Cool. This is our newly created command. Let's output something to the user. So if we run then dev topic add, we should see hello world. Cool. All right. So let's add in a new argument. Call this topic, and we'll say create, or yeah, create a new topic. Down here, we can add a description for our topic, and we don't want to make this nullable. Alrighty, and let's change this to message. This is an info, and we will have your topic has been created. And if I run it, learning how to use CFC. And now we get the same output that we wrote here. And we can also take a look at the help screen. Cool. And as you can see, we get the same description, the usage, and the arguments. Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and style this command for the output. So we'll first of all, we'll group our output. Put this here, and then we will, yeah, let's actually use message, info this, and then we will say your topic is, and then we will make this bright. Awesome. And if you run it again, there you go. And new line false. go. All right. Cool. Let's add a new command. CFC. We'll call this command topic list, and we'll just do that. Now I want to show you something. So if we run bin dev, you'll notice that all the topic commands have been grouped together, which is pretty cool. So let's open up our new command, show all topics, and we will do, here's a list of all topics. If I run it, topic list, it will just say this. So let's create a, let's say we had a bunch of topics here. Let me just grab them. Put them here. Scroll down a bit. Bring this over here. All right. And then we'll pass in all the topics. Cool. Let's run it again. And there you go. We have all the list of topics. We can also display this information a bit different, or a bit differently. So we can do something like topics for each this dot column. We'll give it a topic, or no, let's pass in the author, and then here we'll say the topic and the day, and we will add a separator, and then you can run it again. Boom, there you go. Try it again, and there you go. We can also style this as well. So maybe let's make the author's name blue. To do that, we'll just say FG blue, and we'll close it off. Do FG blue again. We'll run it. Now the author's name is blue. We can do something similar here. We can make the topic bright. So I'll say bright. And we can close it off. And the topic is now bright. And we can dim the separator. Cool. And there you go. All right. So how would we actually distribute our CLI tool? Well, it's actually pretty simple. All you have to do is just run npm run build. This is going to go ahead and build our CLI. And then we can run npm pack, which will create a npm package. And we can install it by using the global command, npm I global command. And this will install our CLI globally. We can open up our terminal, run Sailsconf. There you go. It's the same CLI that we've just built, and it's now installed globally. And we can still run our commands. Hello, what is your name? Donald. It still works. We can run topic list. Still works. We can run topic add. Not enough arguments. Pass in random topic. Still works. Right. The other cool thing we can do is compile our CLI and turn it into a binary. To do that, we'll run the npm build command. Once that's done, you will run npm compile. This will take a bit of time. It'll go ahead and compile for Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Let's give it a few more minutes. It'll create a distributes folder. And as it's compiling, it'll generate the binary for each platform. So as you can see, we have a Linux, Mac OS, and Windows CLI. And we can literally run our CLI. Works. Cool. And you can move this around into a different machine. It'll still work without installing any additional dependencies. Awesome. Thank you for watching.